Soups, people of the internet, and welcome to my in-depth analysis of the Kingdom Hearts 3 Classic Kingdom trailer. Yeah, it's my first time doing this, so I hope I'm not bad actually. Okay, so in this scene, we see here that the Disney and Pixar watermark thing or something like that is present, so it signifies that Pixar is helping with the development of this game, which we saw months back with Monsters Inc. Also, we see that Hayner Pensonlet have new outfits, which kind of are now fitting the theme of plaid and dark colors and red, I guess. Not only that, but this part of Twilight Town, it seems to be a new area due to how it's all layered out, and something I noticed is that there's a sign on the bottom right. It either says Le Grand Bichol, Le Grand Bichot, and Le Grand Bichot. Sorry if I butcher those, I swear French is not my first language at all. Bichol is obviously a word for bishop, which basically means overseer. Bichlot, I can't pronounce these, I'm sorry, French people. It's basically where they sell food. And Bichot, which I don't think Square Enix wants to promote spiced wine. It seems as if this sign is basically a French-themed restaurant, so this could indicate that maybe Twilight Town is maybe a French thing that we don't know, or it's just a French restaurant. I could be just overthinking it. So we also see recurring characters, not characters, more like NPCs. We've seen these NPCs back in Twilight Town in Roxas' portion of Kingdom Hearts 2, and they just seem to be updated looking NPCs. On the upper left hand corner, you'll see that there's a sign that indicates that we'll be able to purchase gummy ship parts in Twilight Town. It's similar to how Sid was in Kingdom Hearts 1, except in that game there wasn't a shop. It was just more you just buy it off of Sid at a corner near an alleyway. Yeah, that doesn't sound skeptical at all. Again, I'll bring up that this area is possibly a new area of Twilight Town or just a revamped version of one of the previous areas that we've seen. So apparently how this scene is going to play out, according to KHInsider's Twitter, is that Sora's going to be given a handheld game by a kid in Twilight Town. Donald and Goofy lean over to watch because come on, it's a game. We don't know if he's borrowing it or it's his to keep. I'll leave a link to the tweet in the description below in case if you want to see it yourself. So before I start off on explaining the rest of this trailer, there is some misconception that this is an announcement for a new world, but this is not the case. According to KHINsider, this is basically a minigame section of the game, which will have 20 minigames to be exact, which is actually quite a lot for a Kingdom Hearts game. I don't play minigames that much in Kingdom Hearts in general, but this is actually really cool. In this scene, it appears as if there's no command menu, drive, HP, or NP gauge present at all in this scene. So this scene is basically a homage towards old LCD handhelds, such as the one that everyone's gonna bring up a Game & Watch, also Game Boy Advances, and possibly the Nintendo DS. These minigames are also homages towards old school Mickey Mouse cartoons that we're gonna see. All these minigames names also share the same names as the Mickey Mouse cartoons. If you look them up, I'll also leave that in the description below if you want to see them. According to KHInsider, some of these minigames will be present in Union Cross, so we don't know if it's going to be a limited time only thing or a permanent thing, so keep an eye out on that if you're playing Union Cross. From this scene, it appears that not only are you going to be able to control Sora, but you're also going to be able to control Mickey Mouse throughout this minigame. Okay, so in this scene, you'll see that the button layouts are different than the previous scene, so this indicates that not all the minigames will have the same mechanics or the same button layouts, so it gives variety, which is actually pretty cool. So something that I didn't bring up earlier in the other two scenes is that there's a button that says Game or Game A. In this scene, however, there's Game A and Game B, If you look up the history of LCD handhelds, you'll find out that the functions of these buttons are basically a way for you to change the difficulty of the minigames, or in this case, it's the game in general. Although there are the exceptions of some video games where Game A and Game B just have different features that you can do, like different moves or stuff like that, such as Donkey Kong 3, Climber, and stuff like that. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check the wiki page out. So it seems that if this goes the first idea that I mentioned, this could mean that we're finally gonna have like minigames where you can change the difficulty of, which is actually pretty nice and refreshing here, at least in my opinion. Okay, here, in all honesty, can we just appreciate Sora's smile here? His smile is such a good smile. Look at the cinnamon roll! Look at him! Also, you can see that there's some wind physics going on in this cutscene. I don't know if this is gonna be like a reoccurring thing, or is it just like an aesthetic thing, but it's a little detail I noticed in Sora's hair. Like a cute little detail I noticed about the handheld is that the handheld has like the palette colors of Mickey Mouse, which you see red, black, and yellow. We do associate Mickey Mouse with those colors, which is really cool. Unless you want to think of Lightning McQueen, and that works too. So overall, I think that it's very in character for Sora to be fascinated with an LCD handheld due to how he's mostly lived on an island. What I mean by this is that if you notice in Kingdom Hearts 2, you'll see how Sora acted when Leon, or Squall, he told Sora to use a PC for him, like transfer data or something like that. And you could kind of tell that Sora had no clue what Leon was asking. Now, I'm not saying he used to live in a Stone Age, but it's more on the lines of his world is not either up to date or not as technologically advanced as Hollow Bastion is. Or it could just possibly mean that Sora had just no idea what Leon was asking of him. It could be either way, but I find it really interesting how happy he seems, and it seems that they're giving him character by giving him a hobby, which is very nice. Nomura, you're making Sora more of a cinnamon roll every game, I swear. Look at the cinnamon roll! Look at him! One more thing that I liked about the trailer is how upbeat the music was in this trailer. Mostly because it does give the vibes of how old school Mickey Mouse shorts were that I've grown up watching through VHS tapes. So yeah, thank you for watching my in-depth analysis video of this trailer. I hope I did well. I actually had fun writing up the information and stuff for this trailer. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do more of these, if there's more trailers coming out. Obviously there is, judging by what Nomura said. So see you Subway Potatoes laters.